Hello, Matt and Hazel. Here is your newest sewer scope video. That's me in the basement, letting you know where I'm at. There's the clean out right next to the water meter, cast iron. Easy to get that cap off, which was surprising. Usually they're a bear to get off if you can get them off at all. And the transition from vertical to horizontal was an easy one as well, which is also not typical. Usually I've got to struggle to get the camera moving in the right direction. No issues there. Cast iron's in good shape. A little bit of corrosion here and there. You've got, right out of the gate, you've got a decent drop to the pipe. Sometimes, I mean, you would think that's always going to be a good thing, but sometimes if the pitch of the pipe is too steep, it creates a problem as well for functional drainage and flow. Solids and liquids should kind of move through the pipe at a nice steady pace. You don't want them moving too slowly, you don't want them moving too quickly, right? It's just, you want to kind of find that balance or equilibrium. Here's our transition to clay, and yep, those are roots. That's probably the worst of it right there. There's other, you'll see, all the other sections, there's a little bit of growth coming in, like that one right there. But, this is, and there's a pretty decent offset right there. This is, would be my guess, is that this is a known quantity to who's ever been in the house. You can see those are chips, right? So there's been regular maintenance of this pipe where they've brought cutter heads in and they've cut out the roots. It does ding up the pipe a little bit. I mean, you can use smaller sized cutter heads where it's not that invasive. But then, I mean, you run into this deal where if the cutter heads are too small, then you don't do a good enough job clearing the roots out. So, it's kind of figuring out what's the lesser of two evils. And then here we are, straight away, we are right at the city connection, 82 feet. Nice, easy run. Again, good pitch to the pipe, good drainage. You've got some roots. If it wasn't for that first section, I would say, let it ride for 6 months or a year, and just see how, obviously clean it out at that point. But then really the goal is to see how quickly the roots grow. You don't know, the rate of growth propagation into the pipe. So you're going to have to kind of figure that out. That's me running some water. One, the camera lens was a little on the dirty side, but two, I also wanted to check on how well things were flowing in the pipe. So I'm going to keep the camera rolling. Please read through my written report for recommendations. Reach back out to me with any questions or concerns. I'm always happy to be a resource if I can.